Pretty nice, huh? I'd like to meet that guy who's singing.
You know, I think we can arrange that.
Okay.
Shall we?
Sure.
3 years ago, Jacob Artist was a senior in high school living in Buffalo, New York. Hey, I know where that is. He was accepted to Juilliard as a dancer, but turned that down and instead moved to Los Angeles, where he's now midway through his first season on Glee, playing Jake. Good move.
Everybody talks. It started with the whisper.
What fun is that? Welcome. The reason I said I know where Buffalo is. I grew up in Erie, Pennsylvania, which is
Splash
right
Lagoon.
Down the road.
Which is a long
Splash Lagoon.
Of course
Yes, I've been there. I love that.
Which is a long way away.
Hi, how's
nice
it going?
to meet you. Hi,
Very nice
Jacob.
to
Come,
meet you.
sit.
Thank you very
Come
much.
on over.
You're actually from like a suburb of Buffalo.
I am, yeah. I'm from Williamsville, which is...
And you're a big deal in Williamsville.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
They're very excited. I was reading some stuff. People in Williamsville are very excited about you.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been a really great support system, the whole community. They're really excited about it.
So here's the deal. You get accepted to Juilliard, which is the Harvard of dance and music, and you turn it down.
I did, yeah.
Tell us about that thought process.
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting conversation to have with the parents, that's for sure. But I kind of, at the end of high school, just became very, very passionate about acting, and there was really no other route for me at that
You had
point.
been dancing all along.
Yeah, I started when I was 5 and did it intensively until I was a senior in high school.
And what was the moment that you transferred from one to the other in your mind?
I don't know. I think it was just one day I woke up and I was like, I really have to follow this kind of new dream of being an actor, and I just really, really wanted to pursue it.
So you packed your bags.
I did, yeah. Packed my bags, moved cross country with my dad. He actually came out with me to get me set up for the first few months.
Oh, so they were okay. They did. After they told you were crazy and you were making a big mistake, then they were supportive.
Yeah, they were like, you're nuts, you're crazy, but this is good.
Okay.
But they've been so great from day one, just kind of in anything that I've ever wanted to do. They've been so supportive and awesome, so they came around.
How do you break in, though? Because that's a story that a lot of people have out here, and unfortunately they're waiting tables. So how did you make this? How did you break in?
Yeah, I was in Buffalo at the time, and one of my friends who I grew up dancing with, I had heard actually was in LA, and I reached out to her, and she kind of got me set up with my manager, who I am still with today, and then things just kind of started snowballing from there. And
How did the Glee thing happen?
I was in LA. It was just kind of came up like it was another audition. I didn't
What is
really
it with
know what
you?
to
Things
expect.
just come up.
I guess, yeah, everything's just popping up.
I'm sure it was more complicated, but yeah.
Yeah. But I was auditioning in LA, and my manager was like, you know, you've got this appointment coming up for Glee, and I was freaking out because I had watched the show prior to that. I was a huge fan of it. And so I went in, didn't really know what to expect, and then before I knew it, I was testing in front of Ryan Murphy and all the Fox executives, and panting and sweating and not breathing.
So when you're actually doing this, you're in a room?
Yeah.
Is there that long table with people sitting behind it? Just like in the movies?
Pretty much, yeah. You kind of, that final day, I walked into a room and it was about like 20 people just kind of lined up, all staring at you, and you're trying to not look nervous or anything like that.
Oh my God.
And were there many of you there, or was it?
Yeah,
you were like number 7 to go in?
Yeah. I showed up, and there were probably about 11 other boys, and then they narrowed it down to me and 2 other boys.
Did you all look alike? Could you all have been brothers?
You know, we didn't actually. I think I kind of stood out a little bit. There was no one really there that I think looked like me.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
This is the perfect show for you because you get to sing and dance and do all those things that you were trained to do.
You didn't mention singing yet. How did that come up?
Singing, yeah. It's funny. I never really thought of singing would end up as my job, but I kind of was always just singing to myself, and then, you know, they were like, so, you know, have you been performing a long time, blah, 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 and I was like, well, this is actually my first performance. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. I never sang for anybody publicly.
It just came up.
It just came up.
It just came up. It was right there. It just shot up for me.
I need to hang out with you more often.
Do you feel fully a part of the Glee crew now?
Oh, yeah.
It's a little strange in the beginning, I would think.
Yeah. Totally nerve-wracking for sure walking in there, but they've all been so great and so welcoming and friendly to all of us new kids. So.
Well, try to have a friendly personality if you can work on it.
What a nice guy.
What a nice guy.
No wonder good things happen to you.
That's right, they come up.
Good things
They
come
up for you, yeah. Okay, Glee is coming up this week on Thursday, this week only at 9:30 here on Fox. Mr. Artist, a pleasure to meet you.